Hi, dissertation writer. What if while you sipped your coffee, the most relevant papers for your topic were finding their way into your library, downloading themselves one by one? And what if, by the time the download finished, you also had this, a reading schedule for the entire week with a checklist of exactly what to notice? That's about 90% of the gathering of your literature. Done. Well, hello everybody, and I want to welcome you to Office Hours with Dr. Guy, where the reading is rampant, the citations are scintillating, and the finished, defended dissertation is seen as the doorway through which you can do your ultimate life's work and service. Today, we are building something truly special together, your own AI-supercharged literature review engine. Not a toy, a real engine sitting on your own computer. Here's the problem, team. Most doctoral students dabble. A question here, a chat there. Dabbling gets you tastes, an engine gets you a literature review. Together today, we first build that engine. Then we run 6 experiments, each bigger than the last, until it finds, files, and plans, and finally remembers you. Chapter 1 is the setup. I know, setup is nobody's favorite part, but this 20 minutes once will buy back hundreds of hours of searching, downloading, and organizing. We install step 1, Claude. This is at the heart of your engine. Everything else we do today connects to it. This process in which we're about to engage works on both Windows and Mac. First things first, open your browser and head to claude.ai. Claude is a highly friendly, highly capable AI, one of the best in the world. If you already have an account, I want you to sign in. If you don't, click over on pricing. $20 is plenty. $20 is what you need. I want you to sign up. Once you're signed up, go ahead and log in. Now, Claude lives on the internet. We want it to be on your computer. So click your name on the bottom left-hand corner and select the option to download the app. AI on the web can only do so much. We need to be able to get this running on your personal computer. Now, careful here, you want the Claude desktop app. That's the one that's going to live on your machine, right alongside your files. So go ahead and start your downloading process. Once you have it downloaded, go ahead and launch the installer. This won't take long at all. When the app launches, it's going to ask you to log in one more time. I know, twice. Do it anyway. This is the last time you'll have to log in, I promise. There it is, the beginnings of your engine. And one more thing for my Windows users. Notice that Claude icon on the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. Please right-click that Claude icon down on your taskbar and select Pin to Taskbar. You'll be visiting this engine every day from now on, so you'll want to keep it handy and one click away. Step 2, Zotero. If Claude is the engine, Zotero is the garage. The library where every source your engine brings home gets parked and kept safe. Head over to zotero.org. That's Z-O-T-E-R-O. Download the installer that matches your computer, Windows or Mac. While that's downloading, let me tell you why I love this tool. Zotero is a free, scholarly source manager. And here's the kicker. It's highly, highly capable of working alongside AI. That's why it's part of your engine. Once it's downloaded, go ahead and install it, and then launch the application. You'll see an empty library sitting there, all those empty shelves waiting. Don't worry, we're going to be filling those. Now the most important step. Click the sync button in the top right and log in. From now on, your sources will also live in the cloud, safe whatever happens to this machine. And if you've used Zotero before, watch this. All your prior sources come flowing right back down. Nothing lost. That's the sync doing its job. Step 3, Git. You'll never open this one. It works quietly in the background, helping your engine keep track of your work, every change remembered. Search for Git for Windows and click through. And naturally, for my Mac friends, you'll search for Git for Mac instead. Same idea. Either way, download that installer. This one's free too. Everything in your engine today is free or $20. I love free and $20 things that make all the difference. Launch the installer. Now, this installer is going to be asking you loads of questions. And so screen after screen, it's going to ask you about options you've never heard of. Here's my advice. Just keep hitting next. The defaults are fine. You don't need to understand a single one of those screens. Next, next, next. Step 4, Python. Think of Python as the fuel line. The scripts your engine runs to move sources around all run on it. Head to python.org to grab it. Download the latest installer and start the installation. Now listen, this part matters. If it asks whether to add Python to path, I want you to say yes. Check that box. That's what lets your engine actually find Python later. Everything else, same as before, keep clicking next. That path checkbox at the end, don't skip it. And for my Windows users, one more, if it asks you whether to disable the path length limit, click that box too. Windows has funny little install quirks like this. No need to worry, it's just Windows being Windows. Click on it and move on. Step 5, and this one's small but mighty, we're going to pin your Zotero folder so your whole library stays exactly one click away. Open your File Explorer and follow me. Go to this PC, and then local disk, then the users folder. And in there, you'll find yourself, your own username. Click into your folder and look for a folder simply called Zotero. There it is. Right now, right-click that Zotero folder and select Pin to Quick Access. All done. My Mac users, you have it even easier. Find that same Zotero folder in your home folder and simply drag it to your favorites in the sidebar. Either way, from this moment on, your library is one click from anywhere. Trust me, the future you says thanks. You'll never be wondering again, where are my sources? Where did I save my sources? Step 6, restart your computer. I know, it feels a bit anticlimactic, but every tool you just installed needs to load fresh. Give your new engine a clean start. And while it restarts, pour yourself a coffee, because I want you to sit there for a second and appreciate what you just did. 20 minutes of clicking next, and in return, dozens, maybe hundreds of hours searching handed back to you. Step 7, everything's installed. Now we get to turn the key. We're going to open Claude, point it at your Zotero folder, and let the two meet. I want you to launch Claude and look at the top. You'll see a tab called Code. Click it. This is the different side of Claude, one you've probably never used before. This is where it stops being a chatbot and starts being more like an engine. Now, down in the bottom right corner, you can choose which model you're running. Click that and choose the most capable model available to you, the one that's at the very top of the list. We want full horsepower today. Then, click Select Folder. Remember that pin from Step 5? Use it. Find your Zotero folder in your Quick Access or Favorites, and choose it. If Claude asks you whether to trust this workspace, click Trust. And now we make the introduction between Claude and Zotero. Type something like this. Describe the contents of this folder. What's happening here is you're introducing two strangers who are about to become great friends. Claude is walking around Zotero's house, learning where everything is kept. And occasionally, it'll stop and ask permission to run certain operations. That's just good manners, not trouble. When you see the option to always allow, go ahead and click it. And when Claude and Zotero are done talking, Claude reports back a little overview of everything it learned about your library. And that, my friend, is it. Your engine is built and ready for use. Now that your engine is built, it's time to run it. Experiment A. We send this engine hunting. Let's find out what it can actually do. For our first experiment, we're simply going to tell Claude about the dissertation and ask it to find some sources. Watch what I type because the wording matters. Here we go. My dissertation is about the leadership approaches of nurse leaders in hospitals in the United States. Please suggest the most important papers that I should include in my literature review. Give me the 5 best options. Please avoid paywalls and anything requiring a payment. In the end, provide me APA references, direct text links to the sources, and a short 2-sentence summary of what the sources have to offer. Precision in, precision out. Look at these. These are real papers on topic with links and summaries and no paywalls. Now, here's your job. It never goes away. You are the scholar. The engine suggests, but you have to decide. Skim those summaries and ask, which of these actually belong in my literature review? Experiment B is where things get really fun. You've chosen your papers. Now watch the engine file every one of them into Zotero folder. And this is where we're going to leave behind what you've probably done before. We're going to ask Claude to download and catalog these sources directly into Zotero. So type, all these papers seem quite useful. Go ahead and integrate them into my Zotero library. That's it. That's the whole prompt. Now, there may be a little trial and error here, and that's normal. Claude will work it out. Just keep clicking always allow whenever it asks. Here's what you're looking for in Zotero. Each source should show a little red PDF icon next to it. That icon means the actual article is attached, not just the reference. If you don't see those red icons, just tell Claude, I want the PDF files themselves downloaded and attached in Zotero. Say it plainly, and it will go and get them. And just like that, Claude is working inside your Zotero database directly, finding, filing, attaching. This is the engine running. Experiment C, we delve. 5 papers is a start, but a literature review is built on dozens. So now what we're going to do is we're going to let the engine follow the threads deeper into the literature. Because Claude is working with your Zotero now, it knows what you already have. So you can simply ask, find me more sources similar to the ones in my library. It expands from what's already on your shelves. And by the way, if you're getting tired of granting permission every time, you can switch Claude into auto mode, and it's going to let it work from now on without asking. Notice what's happening underneath all this. With every exchange, Claude is gaining knowledge about you and about your study. And the more it knows, the more reliably it finds and evaluates sources that genuinely serve your dissertation. This isn't a search box anymore. It's an engine that's learning the shape of your work. So, same move as before. You look over what it found. You're still the scholar here, and then you ask it to integrate the keepers into Zotero. And when you do, be explicit. Tell it to download the PDF files themselves, not just the references. Something like, please integrate these into my Zotero library and download and attach the PDF for each one. The engine is happy to do it. You just have to say it out loud. And it does the work for you. And would you look at that? The engine is really working now. Sources directly connected to your topic are trickling into your Zotero, one after one. PDFs downloaded, references forming, everything filed. A few minutes ago, this library was empty, and you haven't opened a single database search page. This team is what driving the engine feels like. Experiment D, and this is the one that changes your week. Your engine knows your library now, so let's have it plan your reading day by day. Because Claude now has real, intimate knowledge of your actual library, not a hypothetical one, you can ask it questions a librarian couldn't answer. Watch this. Considering that my dissertation is about leadership approaches of nurse leaders, which of the papers currently into my Zotero is probably the first that I should read? One question, and your engine weighs everything on your shelves and hands you a starting line. And look at how it answers it. This is like having a trusted co-researcher sitting beside you, one that has actually read your library and can tell you which paper should lead your reading practice and why. Not a guess, a reasoned recommendation grounded in what you actually have. But your engine can do much more than pick a starting point. So I ask, design for me a reading plan for this week to be able to read each of these articles. Give me a daily structure. Tell me what specific sections of each article would be most worth reading. Now, think about what I just asked for. Not just what to read, when to read it, and which sections of each article deserve my attention. Because, team, you don't read a scholarly article cover to cover like a novel. You read the sections that are worth your reading. And your engine just told you which ones those are. This is what I mean when I say your engine is a co-researcher. It is fully informed about what you have, and it can actively direct when, where, and how you read. And we can push it one step further. Let's ask for a checklist. Great. Create for me a PDF file that has checkboxes for each day. Give me specific steps for each day. Include statements about what I should notice while I am reading. When you are done, launch the PDF so I can see it. And notice that one line. What should I notice while I'm reading? That's the difference between just reading and reading with purpose. You'll walk into every article already knowing what to be looking for. And listen to that engine work, and there it is, a PDF of your entire reading schedule for the week. Check boxes for every day, specific sections to read, notes on what to watch for. Print it, stick it on the wall, and follow it. And I want you to see what just happened, because this is bigger than it looks. You don't just have an article downloader anymore. Your engine can direct your reading practice. And when a week goes sideways, when the reading isn't landing, you can come back to this engine and tell it, and it will adjust the plan for you. So give it a try for a week. Follow its advice. Follow the direction of your engine. Now, experiment E, the grand finale. So far, we've gathered papers a handful at a time. This time, we commissioned the whole library in a single ask. All right, deep breath. It's time to have your engine build you a definitive library for your entire dissertation. Now, this is a big task. The engine's going to run for many minutes on this one, maybe the better part of an hour, and that's exactly what it should be doing. Here's what I type. Very good. Now, I want you to do a more exhaustive literature review downloading. This will take about 15 to 25 minutes. I want you to download me about 30 papers that intersect the dissertation topic we are discussing. Try to keep it in the United States or a similar Western country context. Download them, integrate them, and attach them into Zotero. I want a definitive library of papers concerning this topic. Go for it. And then hit enter, and you let it go. Think about what you just did. In my day, and probably in yours, building a library like this meant weeks of database searches, downloading one PDF at a time. There was naming files, filing the files, back in my day, printing them. You just commissioned all of it in one paragraph. 30 papers found, downloaded, and filed while you go live your life. And there you have it, dozens of the most relevant papers on your topic, found, downloaded, and filed in a single sitting. And here's what I want you to sit with. Your engine is now fully aware of your library. Every paper on those shelves it knows. Now imagine where this goes. Imagine handing this engine your entire dissertation draft file and asking it to point out stronger sources for the claims you're making. That's the road ahead. What you have today is a fully capable co-researcher, one that finds, files, and organizes, standing ready to guide your reading for the rest of your warrior path. But hear me now, team, because this matters. The engine finds, but the scholar reads. You still need to go read the thing. That work is still yours. One last move before you go. It might be the most important click of the day. We're going to give your engine a memory. In the chat box, simply type a / and the word init. That's INIT, and hit the enter key. This tells your engine to write itself a memory file. Your topic, your library, your progress, everything you've built together today. It's like saying, hey, please remember me, and it will. Every time you come back, tomorrow, next week, next month, your engine picks up right where you two left off. No starting over. Not ever again. Look at what you did today. You built an engine. You sent it hunting. It filed what you chose. It delved deeper. It planned your reading. It delivered a definitive library, and now it remembers you. 6 experiments, 1 engine. If today moved you forward, team, I want you to subscribe to this channel. And there are many more experiments coming for your warrior path. And the Dissertation Warrior is available now wherever you buy books. When you want help to cross the finish line, join us at the Dissertation Mentor Accelerator Program or one-to-one mentorship. And team, read one article tomorrow. I'm Dr. Guy, author of the Dissertation Warrior.